Hello guys, and it's One Australia agency, One Australia Education, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And let me introduce you to Mr. Rik Tёrner, one of the best English language teachers, and this is not just my words, it's experience of many generations of Russians, and not just Russian students.
Thank you, Alex.
And I want to ask you, what do you think about Alexandre Petrov as an agent, as a human being, and about his students and Russian students overall? And what we really need to know is your opinion and also your wonderful English language.
Okay, all right. Well, I've been working with Alex for many years, and Alex has brought hundreds of wonderful students to Lawyers College. Alex works incredibly hard. He's a good person. He's a nice person as well. We talk a lot personally, and yes, all the students he's brought have been hardworking, friendly, kind, funny, good people, and they've been a pleasure to teach. And I hope that he brings lots and lots more. And what was the last question?
What would you advise Russian students with? So, what would you want of them before they come and when they come to Australia?
Well, obviously, just to do the same things as all the other students. To work hard, study hard before you arrive in Australia. Yes, of course, it's a good idea to study some English and improve your vocabulary, for example, as much as possible. And then when you arrive here and in my class, you'll improve even more. In my class, we look at listening, reading, writing, speaking every day. We look at vocabulary, grammar, and everything. And your English will improve rapidly in my class.
You have now a few of my students still. You have a few actually of my students, and you named just 4 parts of the IELTS test, so you do IELTS preparation course.
Yes.
Which is, generally saying, which is the hardest for Russian students, for you, on your opinion?
Yeah, that's a good question. Listening, reading, writing or speaking, what's hardest for Russian students? Possibly writing, and yeah, we look at writing every day, and you can do writing homework for me if you wish. It is a little tough. I mean, I know the alphabet's slightly different, and sometimes Russian students aren't.
We have terrible accent, actually.
Your accent's perfect. Well, some Russian students sometimes have a bit of a problem with their accent, but it's not a huge problem. It is a small problem, but not a huge problem.
One of your students, Ilya Solomachin, he did actually 90 on PTE test. And another one, Sergei Holdov, IELTS 8.5999.
That is a fantastic score. It's very impressive. And yes, some of my students reach incredibly high levels, and it's incredibly impressive. I always think teachers don't say that enough. Some of my students, well, all of my students are impressive. Some of my students are incredibly impressive and reach such high levels. It's amazing. It is. It's such a hard thing to do, studying a different language, and I really admire and respect all my students. It's so impressive.
Rick, and thank you very much for Sergei, for Ilya, for all my students. From me, a special thanks, and from Nada Mori, the owner, as well, because your consistency, your loyalty, your quality of education, and your personal virtues, they're amazing. And thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Alex.